How New Zealand's All Blacks handle huge public expectation. Barrett, who made his 100th appearance for the All Blacks last month, has been a regular presence in the team since he made his Test debut in 2012. Having grown up idolizing the All Blacks, he's acutely aware of the scrutiny he and his teammates face in rugby-mad New Zealand. Our legacy is a very strong and proud one, and as current players, we want to do our part to leave the jersey in a better place or add value, add to the legacy, he says. Even if we have a good win, our people like to pick it apart and still heavily criticize, and that's the way it is. We have very high standards. Those high standards mean the All Blacks are facing difficult questions after a 29-20 loss against Ireland on Saturday. The thrilling contest in Dublin was Ireland's third win against the Kiwis in the side's past 5 meetings. It comes after comfortable wins against the USA, Wales and Italy had propelled New Zealand back to the top of the world rankings, having ceded the top spot to South Africa, who defeated the All Blacks in the final game of the Rugby Championship earlier this year.
Read, New Zealand's Maori ask anti-vaccine protesters to stop using haka, conquering the fear factor. The All Blacks next face France in Paris, where they will look to end their Northern Hemisphere tour on a high. Rather than sort of being crushed by it or seeing it as being oppressive, we're trying to take an approach of getting excited about it. He added, what we can't do is have players go out there feeling too much of a fear factor that if they stuff up, the world is going to come collapsing on them. It's about enabling them to use the expectations to create a skill set and a way of expressing that they can be really proud of. The All Blacks are out of the World Cup. If you want to read more, go to the sports section, where the only 2 lines on the front page of the New Zealand Herald on Sunday after that defeat focus on France. Foster took over from Steve Hansen as the All Blacks head coach after the 2019 World Cup, having been an assistant coach since 2012. His aim as head coach, he says, has been to create an environment that's fun but also where every day you've got to turn out and you've got to try and be the best. When I came in as a coach about 10 years ago, it was quite overpowering, Foster explains. You're walking into an environment where you know expectations are incredibly high. It's an environment that can suffocate you because you have to win and you have to perform well. Clearly, we want to be the best team in the world, said Barrett, who was withdrawn from Saturday's game against Ireland after failing a head injury assessment. For All Blacks captain and second row Sam Whitelock, his approach to the game always starts with his own performance. Ideally, you'd always want to be number 1, but if you go out there and play your game, then you can help influence the team. And then, obviously, the team can sort out who is number 1, number 2 or whatever. With France looming, Foster said at the start of this week that his side will be eager to make amends for the defeat against Ireland, when they were starved of possession and forced to make more than 200 tackles over the course of the game. I don't think we'll be short of motivation at all, said Foster. Our senior players and leaders are hurting and already starting to think about our plan for this week.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe